So here we are, guys. I do just have to change the scoreboard. Finally, I get to put a 1 here for Mr. Cella. I'm sure he's feeling a lot more relieved with himself, even, or getting closer. At least it's not stomping pretty much, or a whitewash. So there's that. Here we are, spawning at the bottom right as the yellow Terran. Playing for Team SFC, it is of course Frozz, and his opponent at the top left playing as the blue Zerg, it is Cella. Now, Aklon Waste is a pretty cool map, pretty large. We've had a lot of different situations. This is definitely one of the maps where I've seen some crazy situations. And of course, a lot of it can revolve around things like swarm hosts in the center of the map, tank pushing through this point, hellbat drops, super potent because the bases are fairly spread out. Because of course, it's not only this base, and you can hop up and down, do some damage, fly to here, a lot of dead space. Mulisks can be very potent, so there's a lot of variables. Looks like we will get command center first though. Oh no, I couldn't see the SCV then. I thought the SCV went back to the mineral line, so my bad. It is going to be our axe. No gas yet. You will have to drop it right about now. There it is. And fine, this is cool. Now, so far the gas is just a little bit late for it to be a Reaper on a standard timing. The assumption is, of course, if he, he's GM, so if he did want to go Reaper, he would have went for it faster. He should be at the caliber play where he doesn't really make mistakes like that. So, based off of that, it could be game number 1-esque build, which was the straight up reactor factory into the expansion. That is what he done. So we will see. Because normally, like, if you go for the Reaper, you start the Reaper straight away. Obviously, his gas was a bit low, so he didn't have that immediately. So you want to build the Marine, but then, of course, you have too much gas. So it's always very interesting thing. I'm pretty sure it's going to be, yeah, it is. It's game number 1 build. So the pool and gas in production for the Zerg, it was, of course, a hatchery first. He's trying to catch this overload as it moves across the map, but it's moving to your main. Oh, nice attempt though. There's the factory. Yeah, and he will add on the reactor as soon as he hits at 50 gas. So, okay, Zerg mine from his own gas, and like I said, I always prefer it when they leave like one dude in gas, because it's always better in emergency. If you see like there's a lot of Marines and you're like, okay, actually I want roaches instead of banelings. Like, if you leave one guy in gas for a little bit, 2 minutes, like that's like 3 or 4 roaches that you wouldn't have otherwise, based on the gas income. There's the command center, the reactor getting added on the factory. Having a look around. How's the view up there, sir? Very good. Everything's cool. He did take his guys off gas, and Frozz as well. So that is fine. Frozz, of course, doesn't really need it. He took an economic hit. He's making up for that by taking his guys off gas. That's fine. Like I said, it's always cool to leave like one guy in gas, just in case, just in case. Like, for example, if he saw like a bunch of roaches coming across the map, he might want to add on a widow mine, and of course he wouldn't be able to because he has no gas. So things like that you really have to think of. But normally at GM they're just very greedy, like, well, I could do this and be safer, but then I would have less minerals, and that's not as much fun. 2 aliens getting some kills, and none of this has been spotted, so this is actually a big deal. Like the first game, he managed to get in here and just get a couple kills. Queens are slow. Like, Zerglin speed will finish around when not long after these Zerglins do pop, but it's a little bit too late at that point. This Hellion nearly getting taken out. How many worker kills? 6 is great trade for 2 Hellions. As of course we do have 2 Hellions here, we have 2 more here, we have 4, and this could be 6, and then 6 is a potent number. That is going to be blitzing everything. Zerglins don't matter. So could be a really big deal. Now, something to think about, of course. While again, he pretty much has to do damage with this because of the fact that he hurt his own economy to do it. So, it's paying for itself so far. but will this one do it? I love doing this. Just click on them, woo woo, and then you click on that and it's like woo woo woo, and it just follows them. Here it comes. He's running up, nice position in here. The Zerglings are on the Queen, stopping the surround, or the run by, and that of course keeps the Hellions in range of the Spinecrawler. Finally they do get, and one gets taken out the second. No, it doesn't. Is there another Queen? Yes there is. It gets the right Hellions. There's not as much damage here, but they can of course do extra damage as all the Zerglings have been cleaned up. Go on. 11 kills. Go on, go on. Oh no, he didn't get that last one unfortunately. So that was what? Another 12 kills. Oh sorry, another 6 kills for 6 Hellions. Cost efficiency wasn't the best. When you add in Zerglings, it's okay. It's acceptable. But he did want to do better with that. Or definitely better. Alright, so no third base, which is interesting because it's getting fairly late. He clearly doesn't want to really take this base. Oh, he does. He is going for it. You get Zergs who are like, no, you don't take that base, you take this base, and then vice versa. You get Zergs who say, no, you don't take that base, you take this one, but here. But this is still a fairly late third. Double Evo getting dropped right now. Once again in very poor positions. What the hell? Why the... man. Like, this is a very large ramp. You just built 3 buildings. Like, you can nearly wall off with that. Oh, the Zerglings! They get duped by the Hellions. And the Hellions can get caught down here. The Queens moving forward, making sure they get the extra damage before the Zerglings commit and get fried. So that is some good unit control there. But yeah, this, I don't understand why you would do this. Like, you know, 1 Evo there, 1 Evo there, Bane in there, and like a Roach Worm there, and then it's like ta-da. But hey, I guess it's up to him, I guess. Supplies are actually favouring Frost right now, so he's doing a good job of macroing behind this. He's got the economic lead. No more workers were killed, so it just shows you the mindset of our Zerg player Cella. He's, you know, pretty scared. He's like, oh my god, I can't build drones. I need fighting units. I gotta stop these Hellions. And of course, you know, enough of that thought will eventually hurt you and be counterproductive to, you know, like your game. So that is what is happening right now. That's why Frozz is taking a really good lead. He's, you know, we're 51v51, so that nice little 7-8 drones that were produced does make a huge difference. Alright, Spire in production, Widow Mines, the 1-1 including the melee and +1 weapons. That's the one I couldn't think there. +1 weapons for the Terran. He does have his combat shield, so this bio will be pretty much fully upgraded, apart from the concussive shells. And of course now we have medevacs, we have some Widow Mines. He did have some good Widow Mine trades and fights with Belshir. Cella definitely proven that he doesn't have the best mechanics to deal with Widow Mines, because Widow Mines you have to be fast enough to click like on a Widow Mine or click towards where the Widow Mines are and then deselect like a Zergling and then re-click your pack of Lins to not go there. So it, you know, the one Zergling commits suicide, the Widow Mine blows its charge, and then of course you clean it up with the Zerglings afterwards. 8 Banelins morphing in. Did he get Banelin speed? I don't think so, but I could be wrong. We do have a lot of units. We have some SCVs with us. This is a big deal. Banelin speed is not done, but they are on creep, which makes a big difference. The stim is getting dropped. Oh no! The Banelin's blowing up on everything that they didn't want to blow up on. The Widow Mine's not even needed for this fight. Cella is in a bit of a tough spot, but the supplies are super even. He has to hold this. The Widow Mine's moving forward, burrowing, getting in a nice position, blowing up on some various things like Queens and Banelins. The Widow Mine's continuing to move forward. This is quite a lot of Widow Mines. What the hell's that noise? I don't know what that noise was. We have 6 Widow Mines here, and it looks like Frozz is going for the kill. Both Evos can get taken out. The Banelin nest, no more Banelins. We have 7 more in production. They are getting cleaned up. They're coming down the ramp. They're gonna try and connect. This scan gets dropped at the right moment. He stims a vent and gets a decent split. The Marines and Marauders just about staying alive. GG gets called. Cella is forced out of the game, and of course that means our victor, guys, is SFC Frozz.